having his statement about Conor's manager coming to MVP and trying to set up a fight, but them not doing it because it isn't associated with the UFC.
Just when you thought the Jake Paul saga couldn't get any wilder, he's now claiming he's ready to take on Conor McGregor. Yes, you read that right. However, the conditions he's laid out have left everyone puzzled.
He doesn't want to push for unless the UFC is directly at the table negotiating, because quite frankly, that's what it's going to take for any of this to be a reality.
Jake Paul has somehow convinced people he's a legitimate boxer, and now he's demanding conditions that bring UFC or Dana White to the table. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Seriously, Jake. Now you're targeting Conor McGregor, a man who's dominated both MMA and boxing. Could this be the fight fans have been waiting for, or is Jake just stirring the pot to hype his next big move? In a stunning twist, Jake claims McGregor's camp is desperate to arrange a fight with him, but instead of using their vast network, they've reportedly enlisted Bellator star Michael "Venom" Page as a mediator. Yes, you heard that right. McGregor's team, with all their resources, allegedly reaching out through a rival promotion. This shocking revelation has thrown yet another curveball into the combat sports world. Jake Paul might be the king of bombshells, but this one leaves everyone scratching their heads.
Having his statement about Conor's manager coming to MVP and trying to set up a fight, but them not doing it because it isn't associated.
But of course, Jake Paul didn't do what everyone expected. Instead of chasing McGregor's attention like a dog after a bone, Jake flipped the script with a bold move, demanding UFC and Dana White's involvement. That's right, no UFC, no fight. Jake wasn't just playing hardball, he was ensuring he got exactly what he wanted, and then some. This unexpected demand left everyone asking why Jake suddenly insisted on bringing Dana White and the UFC into the mix. Let's be real. This is Jake Paul we're talking about. His entire career has been built on disrupting the status quo. And this latest twist is no exception.
I'm just saying, for the UFC to grant Conor McGregor the right to fight Logan Paul, and Dana hates the Pauls, you know how Dana holds grudges.
So when Jake Paul calls for the UFC's involvement, he's not just showing off. He's strategically leveraging the UFC's global dominance like a chess master making a calculated move. Dana White and the UFC bring more than just credibility. They offer global reach, institutional power, and a fan base that spans continents. This aligns with Conor McGregor's mindset as he takes shots at WWE. Becoming a global sensation isn't just about a few knockout wins over YouTube stars. It's about playing the game on a much bigger stage.
Dana White clause attached to this contract for Conor McGregor and Jake Paul, or Conor McGregor Logan Paul, none of this happened.
By throwing down this gauntlet, Jake Paul is pulling off a masterstroke. He's forcing the UFC, the same organization that once dismissed him as a sideshow, to acknowledge him as a legitimate contender in the fight game. He's not politely asking for recognition, he's demanding it. Now, the world's biggest sports promotion faces a tough choice. Ignore him and risk looking irrelevant, or take the fight to a global audience, potentially reshaping how fights are negotiated forever.
You guys see the Logan Paul, Conor McGregor? Who wins in that fight? I think Logan Paul.
I mean, we haven't seen Conor fight in a while.
I feel like Logan Paul, at his size, when he fought Floyd too, that was years ago. He's like been training, he's in insane shape.
Man, I wish Conor wasn't doing these stuff.
As if the Paul McGregor rumors weren't wild enough, another layer of intrigue has emerged regarding where this mega fight might take place. According to ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez, the bout between Logan Paul and Conor McGregor could be scheduled for July, August, or September 2025 in India. The driving force behind this potential blockbuster, the Ambani family, renowned for their staggering wealth and global influence. Their reported backing of the event could transform what might have been just another fight into an unparalleled global spectacle.
$100 billion family looking to kind of replicate what's going on in Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia, how they're pushing into boxing. India, with that kind of money, maybe trying to do.
But choosing India is far from random. It's a strategic masterstroke. India is one of the fastest growing markets for combat sports, with a massive, untapped audience hungry for more. By bringing a marquee event like this to India, the promoters aren't just targeting the country, they're making a bold statement to the world. This is where the future of global sports lies. And then there's the money. When the Ambani family is involved, we're not talking small change. With a staggering net worth of $113.5 billion, Asia's richest family could fund this fight without even denting their telecom empire. Hosting this event in India isn't just about putting on a show. It's about redefining the financial landscape of combat sports. Jake Paul and Conor McGregor wouldn't just be trading punches. They'd be making history, all while basking in the glow of dollar signs and rupees.
First, it just came out. Conor just put it on Twitter that he was in talks with the Ambani family to fight Logan.
And the timing? Absolutely perfect. With no major global sporting events stealing the spotlight in mid-2025, all eyes would be on India. This isn't just a fight. It's a power play, an epic, money-soaked spectacle poised to redefine how and where the biggest bouts in history take place. Now, let's look at the fighters ready to square off. Conor McGregor, the legendary two-division world champion, known for his larger-than-life persona and devastating knockout power. And then there's Jake Paul, the YouTuber-turned-boxer who somehow convinced the world he's a legitimate threat. McGregor's flashy fighting style matches his ego, relying on explosive knockout power to dismantle opponents with startling speed. Will Jake Paul rise to the occasion, or will McGregor's dominance shine through once again?
Big dude, and he can crack.
Yeah.
And I always say that people look at him like a guy who was a YouTuber, and they're denying his skills.
Not anymore, bro.
And then there's Jake Paul, carving out a boxing career that's impossible to ignore. From social media star to legitimate pugilist, he's turned heads and ruffled plenty of feathers. As of November 2024, Jake boasts a professional record of 11 wins and just one loss, his sole defeat coming against Tommy Fury in February 2023. Not bad, right? Let's not forget his amateur victory over Deji in 2018, which brings his overall tally to 12-1. Sure, critics might question the level of competition, but whether Jake is defeating seasoned fighters or stirring up drama with online rivalries, he's undeniably one of the most talked about names in the fight game. And let's not leave Logan Paul out of the equation. The older Paul brother went from filming pranks to stepping into the ring with pros. His career highlights are, well, unconventional. He faced off against KSI twice, resulting in a draw and a split decision loss, proving even their rivalry couldn't settle who truly came out on top.
Because one, it does show us that this is a Jake Paul-driven thing going on here, and that Conor McGregor makes sense because he's probably still one of, if not the biggest name in combat.
But the million-dollar question is, why does this matter? Because Jake Paul isn't just challenging McGregor. He's taking aim at the entire UFC establishment. By demanding the UFC's involvement, Jake is directly challenging Dana White's monopoly on combat sports while daring him to recognize Paul's most valuable promotions as a legitimate contender in the fight game. This isn't just a bold move. It's a calculated strategy to disrupt the traditional power dynamics of fight promotions. The potential ripple effects are enormous. If Jake succeeds, it could open the door to more cross-promotional mega events, breaking down barriers between independent fighters and corporate giants. Imagine a future where MVP and UFC collaborate, merging Jake's social media savvy with the UFC's global dominance. It's a game-changing scenario that could forever reshape the balance of power in the fight world.
Logan said you might be next. Would you be?
I'm gonna slap that nose off. He's gonna beat Logan.
But the fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor isn't just about egos. McGregor's public image has taken some serious hits recently. Legal troubles, sponsorship losses, and a series of underwhelming performances in the octagon. A fight with Jake Paul might seem beneath him, but it also presents a key opportunity. This isn't just about stepping into the ring. It's a chance for McGregor to remind the world why he's still Asterisk, the notorious Asterisk. Jake, on the other hand, is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. His callouts aren't random, they're strategic. By targeting MMA legends, he's positioning himself as the ultimate disruptor, someone who doesn't just box, but who rewrites the rules of combat sports. What makes this rivalry so captivating isn't just about who would win in the ring. It's the story behind it. Jake, the social media provocateur, challenges McGregor, the king of combat sports chaos. It's legacy versus disruption, the old guard versus the new wave, and above all, it's pure entertainment gold.
As crazy as it sounds now, based on how I felt about this 4 years ago, that Jake Paul would give Conor McGregor real problems in a boxing ring and potentially knock him out.
This rivalry could completely transform the game. If Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor actually happens, it's not just a fight, it's a blueprint. It proves that cross-discipline matchups can work, that social media stars can face off against seasoned pros, and that the fight game is evolving in ways we never imagined. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny the impact this could have. This is more than just a rivalry, it's a revolution. So is Jake Paul bluffing, or is this fight closer to reality than we think? With all the drama, speculation, and jaw-dropping twists he's known for, it's impossible to say. What's your take? Does Jake actually stand a chance against McGregor, or is this just another stunt to stir up headlines? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And don't go anywhere. We'll keep you updated on every twist in the Paul brothers' fight schedules and the potential game-changing role the Ambani family could play. Buckle up, because things are about to get even crazier in the fight world.